Hello and welcome to Become the Teapot. I'm Ian.
And so am I.
This week we have been immersing ourselves within the rich tapestry of the 2007 film Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Ian, what were your thoughts?
Oh, I loved it. It's a bad film, but I love it. As you'll soon see, I like bad films.
I know you do, yeah.
I think the effects that are used, they are quite good. Some bits especially do hold up today.
They're all right, yeah. They are only 13 years ago. I would say it looks a lot worse than Iron Man, which was made the year afterwards. But yeah, no, there's effects and there's sections of it. The fire technology for Johnny Storm, I think, the effects are fine, but it is only 13 years ago.
Yeah, that whole scene when the Human Torch and the Silver Surfer are having that little chase scene, I guess, that scene to me is really good. What did you take of the scene where Silver Surfer tells the story to Sue and his abs literally portray exposition?
Yeah, it was an odd choice, wasn't it? It's literally as well. It's not even. He doesn't show that much backstory. It's nothing that we don't see in the original 5 minutes of the film, which makes me feel like they just reused that footage. But it's very strange that he decided to show it on his abs.
It's like a weird PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's like a Teletubby.
Yeah. Uh-oh, here comes Galactus.
Yeah, no, it's odd.
Cue the music.
Ian's Egg Hunt. Ian's Egg Hunt. Ian's Egg Hunt.
I'm not yoking you.
So this is Ian's Egg Hunt, the part of the show where Ian, with his penchant for Easter eggs, is going to enlighten us about things that he has found out about this week's film. Ian, what have you got?
Right, so first off, I have to mention the late, great Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He makes one of his renowned cameos in this. He gets turned away from the wedding, very similarly to the comics, where him and Jack Kirby both do.
Mm-hmm.
This is Stan Lee's first, but not only cameo where he plays himself. He also plays himself in Captain Marvel, which doesn't actually say his name, but he's on the train and he's reading the script for Mallrats.
Yeah, he's reciting his lines from that film, isn't he?
Yeah, and maybe he played himself in Endgame as well. That's up for debate, I guess.
Yeah, he might be.
Also, in the film, there's a particular speech that Reed gives General Hager, or Captain Holt, where he talks about being a good little nerd, which is actually literally taken from Ultimate Extinction number 2, where he's talking to Nick Fury. You won't be surprised, but I've not actually read that.
I have, but a long time. I don't remember that speech from it, but yeah, that's good to know, yeah.
One last point to end on.
Mm-hmm.
As we're all aware, Galactus in this film is just a big old stupid cloud. However, there are actually 2 scenes where you can kind of see a shadow that looks like his comic counterpart.
Yeah, the sort of buttresses he has on the side of his head.
Yeah, exactly. So the first bit is the shadow that passes over Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And the second point is right towards the end, when the Silver Surfer flies up to face him, you can kind of see his face within the fiery mass.
Yeah.
That's it, baby.
Actually, I have an Easter egg for you this week.
Oh, go on.
That I picked up on whilst watching the film.
Okay.
So I thought the minister at Reed and Sue's wedding looked familiar, and it's actually Brian Posehn, who I recognised from all sorts of D&D type things, but he is also a stand-up comedian and actor who, among other things, went on to write for Marvel Comics. He wrote Deadpool in 2012 for about 45 issues.
Oh, wow.
So there's a Marvel link there.
Well, there you go. The only thing that I've seen him in previously is The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
I'm sad to say I've seen all of it.
I am sad to say that as well.
Let's go back to the annual. So that's the wedding.
Yeah, the whole annual is they announce the wedding of Sue and Reed. Doctor Doom promises to ruin the wedding, and then basically every single hero and villain from Marvel at that time shows up to have a fight in the street.
Yeah, it's so handy that they know so many superhero friends.
I actually wrote down the full list of everyone I recognised, and I'm not going to read it out because it goes on and on and on.
No, go on. Let's see how quickly you can read that list.
I don't want to do that.
I want you to do that.
Okay, fine. So you got Doom, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Patsy Walker, and Hedy Wolf. Forbushman was mentioned, Nick Fury, Puppet Master, the Red Ghost and his apes, Professor X, Mole Man and the Moloids, the X-Men, the original 5, Doctor Strange, the Mandarin, the Black Knight, Kang, Awesome Android, Grey Gargoyle, Thor, Super Skrull, Daredevil, Captain America, the Cobra, the Executioner, Scourge, Enchantress, Mr. Hyde, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Electro, Unicorn, Melter, Beetle, Eel, Quicksilver, the Human Top, Atuma, Uatu, Porcupine, Gabe Jones, Dum Dum Dugan, Jack Kirby, and Stan Lee.
That's chunky.
And that's basically the whole comic, isn't it? It's literally just, here's a new villain, here's a new hero to fight them. And then it's a big brawl at the end, and then they get married after it's all sorted out because Reed goes and gets a time machine.
Yeah.